Hello again, everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about a reason for being. Okay, I'm going to be talking about a model which can give you purpose in life, and this model is based around the Japanese concept of Ikigai. Okay, um, just to put some background around this. So Ikigai is a Japanese concept which basically means that you are living a life that you are 100% satisfied with. Okay, so you're earning money from it. You feel like you're contributing to society. It gives you a sense of purpose. Now, Japan is it's a very beautiful place, and the people there are generally very healthy compared to world standards. And Japan also has the largest number of centenarians, which are people that are over 100 years old. There's an island on the south of Japan called Okinawa, which actually has the largest number of centenarians per capita. So they have the largest population or the largest density of people over 100 years old in the world. And there's a reason for this. It's not just chance, it's a reason. And health, well-being, community, all the things that we value as people, they celebrate. Okay, and they celebrate with joy. Okay, so Ikigai is basically that point where you are living a life of satisfaction and where you feel every day you are doing what you love. There is a reason to get up in the morning, and that reason is different for everyone. I mean, we're all individuals. We all have our own passions. We all have our own things that we like in life, but we're living a life aligned with that. So this is Ikigai. This is the model of Ikigai, a reason for being. So fundamentally, Ikigai is broken up into four parts or four circles. And the intersection of these circles represents our fulfillment or represents parts of our life which can give us satisfaction or lack thereof. Okay, now the idea is to achieve Ikigai is to have all of these circles intercepting at the center point. So what do these circles represent? The first circle here represents what you love. The second, what the world needs. The third, what you can be paid for. And the fourth, what you are good at. Now, the intersection of what you love and what you need brings mission to your life. Okay, gives you a sense of a mission, of a purpose. The intersection of what the world needs and what you can be paid for gives you vocation. Okay, gives you a vocation in life. The intersection of what you're good at and what you can be paid for gives you a profession. Okay, that's where the profession comes in. So you're good at it and you can be paid for and you can be paid for it. Doesn't necessarily mean it's what you love or what the world needs, but you're good at it and you can be paid for it. The intersection of what you love and what you're good at is your passion. Okay? So where you can bring your passion, your mission, your vocation, and your profession together, where they can intersect, brings you your purpose. Excuse me, brings you your reason for getting up. It gives you your Ikigai. That's when you can achieve your Ikigai. Okay? So let's break this down even further. Now, there are spots here, okay, so these bits here, where you have three of the circles intersecting. Now, most of the time, we can have three of them intersecting, but that there's still something lacking. Okay, so where you do what you love, and if you're good at it, and it's what the world needs, okay, you get a sense of delight and fulfillment, but you don't get wealth because you're not getting paid for it. Okay, this can, for example, be volunteering. Okay, volunteering, you don't get paid for it, but you love it. You're good at it, and it's what the world needs. Okay, so you are getting delight and fulfillment, but you're not accumulating wealth from it. Where you do what you love, where the world needs it, it's what the world needs, and when you get paid for it, but you're not good at it, you get excited and you're complacent, but you have a sense of uncertainty. And that sense of uncertainty is because you're not good at it. Why aren't you good at it? What do you need to achieve in order to become good at it? Okay? Where you do what you love, where you're good at what you love, and where you're being paid for it, you get a sense of satisfaction, but a feeling of uselessness because it's not what the world needs. Okay, so you do what you love, you're getting paid for it, you're good at it, but you don't feel like you're contributing to society. Okay, so there can be that sense of uselessness. Okay, now when you do something you're good at, when you can get paid to do that thing that you're good at, and when that is what the world needs, but you don't love it, you get comfortable. You can get comfortable, but you can have a feeling of emptiness. Okay? And most people will fall under this category. So they're comfortable, but they feel empty. Okay? And it's because they're not really doing what they love. And it's very easy to try to pretend that you do what you love because you know the world needs it and you're contributing to that, but you don't love it within yourself. And so even though you're telling yourself, I'm making a difference, I'm doing all of these good things, you don't love it, and so you feel empty inside. Okay? But when you do what you love, when you do what the world needs, when you can be paid for it, and when you're good at it, then your mission, your passion, your profession, and your vocation are all in alignment, and you achieve Ikigai. You achieve satisfaction, delight and fullness, excitement, and comfort. There is a balance there, a reason for being, a reason to get up in the morning. Okay? Now, Ikigai, this model, is actually a great tool so that you can understand yourself and understand what you can work on, what you need to work on within yourself. Okay? So let's say, and I'll go through each of these points now one by one, okay? Let's say you're not doing what you love. Okay, let's say you're in that comfortable zone, you're doing what you're good at, you're being paid for it, the world needs it, but you don't love it. Okay? What can you do so that you can do something that you love while being paid for it, being good at it, and doing what the world needs and providing what the world needs? Now, if you're working at a company, for example, and I'll talk at once, this is probably a realistic scenario where most people watching this might fall into if you're working for a company. Is there another role within that company that you want to do and there is something stopping you? You might need to do a short course. You might not have the confidence. You might be too comfortable where you are and you don't want to step out of that comfort zone, but you know that if you do that, you'll be doing what you love. You're uncertain about the change in pay. You're uncertain about whether you'll be good at it. Now, naturally, if you love it, you'll become good at it. And if you're working at a company, well, then you will be paid for it. Okay, so what do you need to do in order to bring what you love into that sphere of your work so that you can move it into Ikigai? Is it that you're good at it, it's what the world needs, you're being paid for it, but what you don't love is that you don't love reporting to someone, you don't like the people you're working with? Is the option maybe to work for yourself? Or to find another company that's more suited in culture to who you are as a person? Okay, so ask yourself these questions. Now let's say you do what you love, you're getting paid for it, you're good at it, but it's not what the world needs. Okay, so you're satisfied, but you feel useless. You feel like you can be contributing more to society or to the world. Okay, so what is it that you want to contribute to the world? How can you use what you're good at to contribute to the world? Is there a different sector in society that you could be working where you could be helping more people? Do you need to change the demographic of your clients? What do you need to do in order to feel useful at what you're good at, what you're being paid for, and what you love? In order to bring mission and vocation into that. Now let's say you're good at something, you love what you do, and the world needs it, but you're not being paid for it. Okay, and as I said, this is a lot of volunteers fall into this category. What can you do so that you can start being paid for it? And let's be real here, okay? Money's not evil. There's nothing wrong with earning money and being paid for what you love, for what you're good at, and for what the world is. Okay, we really need to start putting aside this notion that money is the root of all evil and all that sort of stuff. No, and in fact, that's actually a misquote. It's the love of money is the root of all evil, not money. So if you love money and you place money above everything else and you're willing to do whatever it takes for money, well then yeah. But money in and of itself is not evil. That's the character of the person. So there is nothing wrong with being paid for what you love, for what you're good at, and for what the world needs. Excuse me. Elon Musk is a classic example of this. He does what he loves. The world needs it. Renewable energy, all that sort of good stuff. And he's good at it. And he gets paid for it. He gets paid a tremendous amount for it. He's one of the richest men in the world, one of the richest people in the world. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing greedy, nothing selfish in that. And in fact, most millionaires in the world are philanthropists. They want to give back to society. They want to contribute. They want to provide what the world needs. Okay? So if part of your reason for not wanting to get paid for what you love, what you're good at, and what you think and what the world needs is because you have, let's say, a toxic relationship with money and wealth, maybe that's something you need to work on. Maybe you need to get comfortable with earning the big bucks from, having a delightful and fulfilling profession, doing what you love, providing back to society, giving what the world needs. Now, think about this. Money is energy. If money is energy, the more money you can earn, the more energy you can give back to society, the more money you can spend back into society to make the world a better place. So think of it that way. You need to look after your body so that you can have a strong body to fulfill your mission. Okay, you need to give your body fuel, you need to exercise, you need to look after yourself so that you can do what you love, you can do what you're good at and provide what the world needs. Well, it's exactly the same thing with money. If you earn money, you're providing fuel to your profession. You're providing fuel to your passion, to your mission, to your vocation. You're providing fuel to that so that you can use that fuel to make it better, to give more. So what do you need to do to be paid for what you love to do? Now, let's say you're doing what you love, the world needs it, you're being paid for it, but you're not good at it. Okay? What do you need to do to get good at it? Great opportunities here for growth, self-development and learning. Do you need to maybe this is where you do need to do a short course. Okay? Maybe to get good at it, you just need to get experience at it. Maybe it's not something that you can learn through reading. Maybe it's something you need to learn through experience, and you just need to take the punches to the chin until you become good at it. There's nothing wrong with that either. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. You don't fail unless you quit, and if you persist, you will become good at it. 100% guaranteed. It was, I think it was Mike Tyson that said, everyone talks a big game until the first time they get hit. Okay? So if you get hit by life, by something that makes you uncomfortable, and it stops you from being good at what you love and what the world needs and what you can be paid for, well, if you have those, but it stops you from being good at it, then persist. Okay? Get back up. Keep moving forward until you become good at it. To do something you've never done, you have to become someone you've never been. Now, let's say you do what you do what you're good at. It's what the world needs. You're getting paid for it, but you don't love it. So once again, what do you need to do? Ask yourself these questions. Okay, now, in our working life, in our career, I mean, we spend most of our waking time in our career. So why not love what you do? And why not do what you love? Learn about yourself. So this is the concept of Ikigai. Okay, Ikigai is an extremely powerful tool for you to bring balance in your life. Now I'm going to get into a little bit more detail about this in future videos, and I'm going to give you some tools that you can use. There's going to be some simple tools and some tools that'll push you to your limits that you can use so that you can find what your Ikigai is. Okay? Remember that we all have a purpose, we all have a mission in life. We're not just here randomly. We are born with something to fulfill. Okay, and we have the tools that we need to fulfill our mission. We're just not aware of it. A lot of people aren't aware of it, and because you're not aware of it, or because you may not be aware of it, you go with the flow and you hope for the best. Okay? What Ikigai helps us do is it helps us realize that we're the ones in control. Okay? And it reminds us that we need to work on ourselves to find what our purpose is. Okay, we are the creators of our purpose. You are the creators of your purpose. Okay? Now, yes, there will be fear. There will be a lot of fear. You'll be very scared. It's very scary to come out of your comfort zone, to move into your purpose in life. But that's part of the thrill. It's part of the challenge. It's part of the excitement of it. And if you can be courageous enough to move into your purpose even through the fear, the reward will be tenfold, 100-fold. Okay? That fear, that's just a fee. It's a fee to pay for your success, however you define success. So, as I said, I'm going to be giving you some more tools in future videos so that you can move towards your Ikigai, towards your purpose in life. And remember that it's not the goal that makes you, it's the journey that makes you. So Ikigai is the goal. Okay, that's the end goal here. But the journey of self-discovery, that's where you're built. That's how you're made. So embrace the journey, one step at a time. Okay? The only way that you can fail is if you quit. So if you ever feel like you're tired, like you need a rest, there is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with resting. Okay? As long as you maintain focus on your goal and know that after your rest you can get back up and keep moving one step forward at a time, however you define that, you have not failed. You are moving closer to success towards that goal of Ikigai. And you are being built, you are being forged by the experience in the process. And finally, when you reach Ikigai, when you reach your life's purpose and your mission, you will embrace it with the sweet satisfaction that you have achieved so much, that you have gone through the trials and tribulations of life in order to achieve this sweet victory, and you can finally give back to society. You can finally live life according to your mission, knowing that every moment you are genuinely who you are, and you embrace and you love yourself, and you look in the mirror and you are so proud of what you have become. And you ask yourself, here I am now, and I am celebrating this moment. What now? What's my next mountain? The journey doesn't end. Okay? When you reach a peak, there's always another peak, and that's part of the beauty of life. Okay? And this is why we're constantly learning and constantly evolving, because we're constantly on this journey, and it's a beautiful thing. And the more you travel, the more you learn. And the more you learn, the more fulfilling life becomes, and the more you can give back. So I hope you've enjoyed this video on Ikigai. If you do, please feel free to like and subscribe on this channel. In future videos, as I said, I'll be giving you some tools on how you can move towards your Ikigai. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. You can go to my website, www.alexrodriguez.com.au, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.